It amazes me how strong the power of love can be. Sometimes you just take my breath away.
I would suggest that one of the reasons we set ourselves apart in a Sabbath moment is not to escape from the world, although that is at times pleasant, but rather it is to regain an experience of and find needed strength in the presence of the Sacred One in which we were created, and in the process be reunited with a sense of the whole of creation so that we can re-immerse ourselves in the world. I'm now quoting from the book Perfume of the Desert. As in all the mature mystical traditions, the aim of the quest of being one with God for the Sufi is not to live in a trance of bliss in God, but to live as a part of God on earth and in time, loving and serving all beings with some small power of God's selfless humility. Many of the greatest Sufi masters, and I would add greatest spiritual guides across all faith traditions, have not been recluses or hermits, but tailors or potters or small-town businessmen, men and women, who live their supreme realization realistically and humbly at the center of ordinary life. As Abu Sayyid wrote in the 8th century, the perfect mystic is not an ecstatic devotee lost in contemplation of oneness, nor a saintly recluse shunning all commerce with mankind, but the true saint goes in and out amongst the people and eats and sleeps with them, and buys and sells in the market, and takes part in social intercourse, and never forgets God for a single moment. Such true saints become to love what a hand is to a person. They become efficient instruments in reality of the will of God, servants of God and servants of all beings in and for God. Wherever they are, a light of God is. Whatever they do, God does in them. Their words inspire divine love, and their actions radiate the clarity of divine justice and the generosity of divine mercy. As the mystic Junid wrote of one who is spiritually centered, she is one whose heart keeps pace with her foot. She is entirely present. Her soul is where her body is, and her body where her soul is, and her soul where her foot is. As you sit or walk or run or bike, and consider the moments that you've been entirely present, the moments in the midst of the world when you were also in the midst of God. Just a thought.